And then one of the guys had a son too, right?
Yeah.
And he needed help. Maybe one day.
Actually, well, no, he's 32, has his own house, not looking to move. But I was like, hey, any of your friends, looking to move, give me a call. And then and actually another guy was he's a lender, and so he said he used to be at where you were,
Muffley, Beecham. Was it?
I can't remember his name now. I kept his card, but
it doesn't matter.
He said you got there right as he was leaving. He's been out for a while. He's been out of real estate.
Yeah, I know him. I just can't think of his name. He's got a weird name.
Yeah.
I know who he is.
But
he's a good guy. Where was the happy hour?
Five Faces.
Where's Five Faces?
On Irby.
Okay. Why am I drawing a blank for Five Faces?
It's the oldest bar in Buckhead.
Oh, cool. Awesome. Damn it, I just had his name. It'll come to me. Perfect thing, guys. Happy hour. Right? Mm-hmm. Freaking happy hour. Wherever you like to go. Whatever bar you like, right? Don't go to the St. Regis if you like Five Paces. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be uncomfortable. Don't go to Five Paces if you like the St. Regis. Right? Roger met downsize. What is that? Have to. Divorce. Have to. What? Move. Have to move. The lender is cool. You know, he'll give you business if you give him business. And that'll be great if that works out. But at the end of the day, you don't want the lender necessarily specifically to give you business. I've got some great lender relationships, guys. I might get a referral or two from like a really great lender that I send a lot of business to. Because what you have to understand is these guys survive off of agents. Yeah. I'm not the only agent that sends him business. So therefore, I'm not going to be the only agent that he sends business to. So you can't really count on it. Maybe for a deal a year, right? But the point is, these are great relationships. You don't need a ton of lender relationships. You need somebody that does bank statement loans. You need somebody that does, FHA and VA loans all day, every day. You need somebody that really kicks it out of the park on conventional stuff. Maybe a big bank. 4 or 5 people that you can that are your go-to people. Now, Angel Oak, which is who our guy's with, I believe. Damn it, what is his name? He's killing me, man. It starts with a W. It's a weird country boy name. It's like not country club name. It's like, damn it. Let me look at my damn emails. This is going to drive me crazy. This is going to drive me up the wall.
I glanced at it last night before I put it in my drawer, so I wouldn't even. But actually, it was one of those things where he was like, I've never even met the guy before, and he was like, "Oh my God, I had no idea you were in real estate." And I was like, "Never met you before."
Right.
But evidently, he's seen me around before or something. So because he started introducing me to people that I already knew.
Really?
Yeah.
So what does that tell you guys? It's not all about expireds, withdrawns, FSBOs. But what are you doing with the expired, withdrawns, FSBOs? And all the hard stuff. You're sharpening your skills. You're sharpening your presentation so that when that time comes, when somebody says, "Oh man, I'm getting divorced," you should go right into action. You should know what to say. You should know what to ask. You should know what to do because you've been getting your freaking teeth kicked in all day by these people that are pissed off. Look, a lot of really, really successful people that do, 50, 60 transactions a year. Guys, in this market, if you do 50, 60 transactions a year, you're making $500,000 plus. End of story, okay? People that do 50, 60 transactions a year and prospect every day, okay, you guys are competing with some of these people, okay? every day and you don't even know it. All right. But the point is, if you look at their deal, we do something with producing agents, which is called sourcing. Okay. When you guys, a year from now, when we look back a year from now, and you've got 20 deals, and you've got 23 deals, and you got 18 deals, and you got 15 deals, and you got, however many deals, what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, guys, now we're going to sit down and we're going to source your business. We're going to look at where each deal came from. And when we do that, what we find typically is that about half comes from COI. COI means database. COI means people you know. COI means people that know you, okay? So, when you're just getting started in business, why are you not giving any business for your database? Because they don't know you're in business. Maybe you're new. Maybe they don't trust you yet. Maybe whatever. Maybe you hadn't told them. Maybe they don't look at you as their primary real estate resource yet because you hadn't hammered it into their mind yet that you are their primary real estate resource. Whatever the case is, about half of your business is going to come from people that know you and that you know. The other half is going to come from a combination of your prospecting, your FSBOs, your expireds, your withdrawals, okay? And those people are going to then go into your COI, which means center of influence, or database, call it whatever you want to, because as you take an expired listing, and as you list that property, and as you get it sold, that person becomes a past client. They become a past client, that means they go in your database under past client. That's part of your center of influence, right? They're going to now refer you business because you're going to now continue to touch them every 6 weeks for the rest of your life because you want them to give you business for the rest of their life, right? At the end of the day, people will always need a place to live, so it's perpetual, guys. This never stops, okay? Your job in real estate is not necessarily just to sell homes. It's to build a successful database that does what? Sends you business. You want to build a database that sends you business, okay? Now, what if we don't have a database that's sending us business right now? Well, we got to let them know what we're doing. We got to let them know why we're doing it. We got to let them know we're excited. And we have to continually, one time's not enough, guys. Okay, one time's not enough. You can't just call your buddy Bill and say, hey, Bill, it's Ben. Hey, man, how you doing? Good? Great. Listen, I want to let you know, I'm in real estate now. I want to be your go-to guy. You know I've been in sales. You know I've done this, that, or the other thing. I'm ready to go. I'm a KW Buckhead. I'm in this crazy training program. We're meeting every morning. We're freaking learning. We're prospecting. We're adding value to the marketplace. And if you know anybody or if you want to buy or sell anything, please think of me first. I'd love the opportunity to work with you and your family. 6 weeks later, hey, Bill, how's it going? It's Ben. Hey, man, good. Hey, this is a business call. Do you have a moment? Well, yeah, Ben, I got a minute. Listen, I wanted to give you a market update. Mortgage rates just dropped to 3.25%. It's the lowest it's been in 30 years. We've got a lack of inventory on the marketplace right now in Atlanta, Georgia. We're down by about 15% year to date over last year. What that means is that sellers are getting more money for their home right now. Do you happen to know anybody that might be interested in selling? No, Ben, I don't know anybody. If you hear of anything, will you let me know? Yes, Ben, I absolutely will. Great. By the way, how are the kids doing? Right? You don't lead with how are the kids doing. 6 weeks later, hey, Bill, it's Ben. How you doing? Hey, Ben, how's real estate going? Now he's starting to pick it up. Now he's starting to understand what these calls are about. Man, it's going great. We're kicking butt. Hey, it's a business call. Do you have a moment? Man, it's always a business call with you, isn't it, Ben? Hey, man, absolutely. I'm trying to achieve some goals. Yeah, what's up, Ben? Well, I wanted to let you know, the winter market's on fire right now. We've never seen it quite like this. In December in Atlanta, can you believe this? We've got 7,000 listings and 6,000 closings. Daggum, that's unbelievable. I know, man. Hey, look, I just wanted to let you know. Who do you know that wants to buy or sell something that I might be able to help? Ben, I don't know anybody, but if I do, I'll let you know. Great, Bill. How are the kids? They're good. Right? So, and you guys get what I'm saying here? Are you starting to see why Bill is now going to start thinking about me if I continue to call him like this? Am I adding value? Now, Bill didn't ask me to call him, okay? He didn't ask. But guess what I'm doing? I'm like competing, okay, with everything else in Bill's life. We are competing, guys, with the radio. We're competing with the television commercials. We're competing with the frickin' advertising billboards that are all out there. We're competing with kids. We're competing with family. We're competing with everyone in someone's life. We're competing because everyone is trying to grab somebody's attention. Okay? That's the goal of every single person and every single thing that happens here. So if you think about it, you're in competition with all these things. You better be consistent and you better be able to add value. How do you add value? By telling them something maybe they don't know, by informing them of the marketplace. They own a house, guys. It's the biggest investment that most people have, okay? I own a house, right? I've got more equity in my house than I have in the bank, than I have money in the bank. It is the single biggest investment that I have. Do any of you own homes? Is it the biggest investment you have? Yeah? That's the case for most people, guys, okay? So therefore, if you had $1 million in the stock market, would you appreciate your stockbroker calling you every 6 weeks and telling you what's going on in the marketplace and what's going on with your account?
I would expect it.
You would expect it, right? So see, the thing is, as their real estate agent, as a real estate professional, it's our job to do that for our database. Because see, the difference between us and a money manager is the money manager has control of the assets. With a house, we don't get control of that asset until they want to sell. And then they sign a listing agreement, and then we gain control of the asset or the ability to market and sell the asset. And in order to, and when we do that effectively, we get paid. Who are they going to choose for that responsibility? They're going to choose the person that they feel like is going to be able to help them and who has provided them value over the years. Now, look, guys, in many cases, the person who has provided the most value to your database and the people that you already know is some realtor in their neighborhood that sends them a postcard every 3 months. That's not very good competition. I mean,
it's more than maybe you're doing.
It may be more than what you're doing, but that's what you're up against, okay? That's what you're trying to overachieve. You're trying to overachieve. You're trying to outpace the guy that's sending a freaking letter every time he sells a house in the neighborhood, right? Because I'll tell you something. Recently, I had an experience where it was one of my first deals, and I worked my butt off for these people. Sold them a house over here in Haynes Manor, right? And it was 7-8 years ago. And all of a sudden, I saw it pop up on the FMLS. I was like, what in the F, right? So I call him. He didn't answer. I text him. I'm like, Bill, look, man, I was honestly surprised to see your home come up on the market. I'm not trying to say that you should have listed it with me, but I would have loved the opportunity to at least compete for the business, right? And he said, look, Ben, we're really sorry. You know that we love you, but there's a girl in our neighborhood who's been in contact with us every month and sends us market updates every quarter. And we know that she's got a freaking stranglehold on the neighborhood. So when it came time for us to make the decision to sell, I'm sorry, but she was our only option. Well, that's my fault, guys. That's my fault. She outworked me with my own client. She got my client because she outworked me. So you know what I said? I'm sorry for not doing a better job of keeping in touch with you and keeping you updated on what's going on in your neighborhood and what's going on through the market. This has been a huge learning experience for me. I wish you the best of luck in getting your home sold, and I'll bring a buyer if I have one. What else can I say, guys? It's my fault, right? It happens to everybody. Happened to you too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the icing on the cake.
What's up?
What's
Thank you so much.
Look at that,
Thank
man.
you,
It's a
Janice.
Friday coffee. If I would have known all you guys were here, I would have brought. Oh, man, what are you
I've never seen you not in
thinking?
a dress.
It's Casual Friday. As you can see.
Oh, yeah, you are so cash.
So cash.
Yeah.
So
I'm
cash.
just ready for the
I don't do good cash. I'm either in or out.
Yeah, so what did you guys learn already today? Divorce. Oh my gosh. Lender. Sin biz. I like that one. What you guys learning today? Oh my.
Staying in touch, the
Yeah.
value of it, and the cost of not.
Ah, and how inexpensive it is to stay in touch. Wow. What else?
How to communicate with our database properly, starting with business, asking for the business, and then moving on to personal.
Yay. Yeah, first. Yeah, Sean used to say this all the time, make deposits, 3 deposits, like you're going to the bank, 3 deposits on people before you ask for a withdrawal. So then it doesn't feel like, they're the nail and you're the hammer.
Yeah.
Pounding on them.
I love it.
Yeah. So, all right, so what have you been doing this, like 2 weeks now?
Yeah.
All right, so who's got a listing? Or this close to a listing?
I have a buyer's consultation on Monday.
Yay, Boris! That's awesome. All right, who else has something? Wait a minute.
I have activity, and it's been building.
Yeah?
And there's listings that we've been working on, or clients we've been working
Right.
like that. So already in some closings coming up.
Yay, we love closing.
Yeah.
We love helping people.
Yeah.
Aisha, what's up?
I had a Persephone owner appointment yesterday, and I have one tomorrow.
Okay. Roger, what's up?
She's working.
Tell her about last night, Roger.
Are you being humble
Yes.
or shy? Or you just don't want to talk to me?
Well, nothing. I'm nothing concrete yet, but I had a good night last night, just face to face. Talking to guys who that's actually the one looking to downsize and one who's getting a divorce, and
Yeah.
they're looking to move.
Life changes.
Yeah.
Real estate happens when life changes. That's for sure. All right, Trista, how'd your Brittany Lane go? Brittany
Definitely
Park.
getting active. I know I made a text back. I'm so sorry.
Uh-huh.
I missed one day of calling, so I'm sorry. But I'm definitely starting to get some activity. My name is going around, which is really good. And then I'm working with a couple of the other agents and doing open houses. Like I have an open house by myself this weekend, so I get to keep my list of buyers. I will report to you how many I get from my open house. And doing some other showings and stuff. So
Yeah.
doing some action.
Action, right? First it's the be, it's the thought process, then it's the do, the action, and then you have, right? That's a whole bold thing. All right, Victoria, what else with you?
Well, right now I just have like 2 potential buyers, but they haven't been pre-approved, so we'll see how it goes.
Yay, well, we got great lenders for pre-approvals, so that's awesome. That's an easy thing.
I'm working with Meredith.
Good. She's awesome. Xavier, what's up?
Working with the buyer.
Yay. Yay. Oh, and there she is. Shantae, what's up?
What's going on?
What's your activity been since working with Ben? What's going on in your space?
I had some listing appointments that I went to
How many is some?
2 so far. I haven't done any door knocking yet again, but I've done that before, but I'm gonna do some of that.
When?
Okay, I see what you want. You want direct answers. One day, let me see, not Tuesday.
How long have you
I gotta
known
check
me?
my schedule.
Well, if it's not
Then
in
I'll
your
let you know.
schedule, doesn't
Yeah, I have
exist.
to check my schedule because I have a class next week. So I'll give you direct answers.
Next week. I thought we were talking about door knocking.
Yeah,
Is it
next
gonna take
week.
till next week to door knock?
Yes.
Okay, sunshine.
Next week.
Okay. All right. All right, so you guys, this guy is like so freaking awesome. Like Region is like loving you.
Oh, yeah?
Oh my gosh.
Good.
Kay was bending my ear, which is awesome.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
good.
Yeah, we're bringing her back. She's going to do a class for everybody in November. So that's really awesome. So,
Who's that?
Kay Evans, the co-owner of the Southeast Region, who's moving back in across the street to the Charles
Oh, wow.
after living in Fairhope after
Just a
retiring.
little apartment. That's
Just,
all.
Yeah.
just a little,
Little
place.
penthouse?
It's a little $3 million
Yeah.
apartment. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Very.
All right. Well, thanks for letting me break in. Tell me what's going on. You got my text. I want to know. I want to know.
Come hang out with us sometime.
I will. I'll come back.
Come on down.
Actually, one of the guys I met last night was like, "Oh, you were KW? I know Sean Rawls." I was like,
Really? Say, yeah, I work for John Rawls. So does this make sense to you guys? This isn't really what we got to talk about today, but does all this make sense?
Yes.
Yes, and so when you can't reach people, because they don't often answer their phone,
Yeah.
you recommend leaving a message?
Absolutely. If they know you and you know them, leave a message, count it as a contact. And pretty much say the same thing that you would say if they answered.
Yes.
You're just going to say it all at one time. Hey, Bill, it's Ben Heidenreich. It's a business call. Just wanted to let you know what's going on in the marketplace. Rates are down. Inventory's down. Sellers are getting more money for their house. Let me know if you got anybody that can help, that I can help. Hope the family's doing well. Give me a shout. Would love to talk.
Okay.
And that's a contact. Why? Because I know Bill. Bill knows me. Me and Bill are boys. Bill knows I'm in real estate. He probably hit the frickin', sorry I can't talk right now because he knows I'm giving him a market update. But guys, that's what you want. You want somebody to hit the sorry I can't talk right now button because they know that you're calling to give them a real estate update and they just can't deal with that right now. Why do you want that? Because you're top of mind now.
Just keep.
Now you know that you're top of mind. Oh, that's Aisha. She's just calling to give me a market update. Hey, Aisha, sorry I can't talk right now. We'll let you know if I have anybody that wants to buy or sell a home. You got to train them, guys.
Yeah.
You got to train them, right? We don't have to talk to them. We don't care if they answer the phone. The only thing we care about is they think of us first when they think about real estate. The number of people that think of you first when they think about real estate will determine your success in this business. Where you are right now at the beginning means that you've got to build that. How big can you build it? How strong? How big? How strong? Because guys, look, we know what the 10% rule is. And this is not an erroneous number, guys. This is real deal, Holyfield, business development. This is for real. The 10% number says that if you properly work your database, that means from 1 to 200, 1 to 300, 1 to 50. Guys, I don't care what the size of your database is. It does not matter to me. I don't care if it's 20. I don't care if it's 10. If it's 10 and you're working it properly, guess what? You're going to get a deal a year. Fantastic. One deal a year, that's 10 grand a year. So now let's take your database to 20. You'll get 2 deals a year. We go to 30, you'll get 3 deals a year. We go to 44, we go to 100. If we can get 100 people in your database, think about this, guys. That's not much, right? 100 people. Who thinks they have 100 people in their database? Everybody, right? Boris, what about you? You got 100 people in your database? Do you?
I mean, I've been inside command, but I do know 100 people.
Yeah. Xavier, you got 100 people in your database? You think you do, but here's the problem. Everybody thinks they got 100 people, right? Mm-hmm. Here's the problem. Maybe you do have 100 people, but you don't have 100 people that you're blowing up every 6 weeks, which means how many days are in 6 weeks, guys? 30 business days?
Yeah, 30.
30 business days in 6 weeks. What's 100 divided by 30? 3, 4? 3 to 4, right?
3.3.
Okay, perfect. So we'll say 3 to 4. Some days you're going to call 3, some days you're going to call 4. Guys, if you got 100 people in your database, real deal, like for real, you're going to call 3 to 4 of them every day. There's 3 to 4 contacts a day. You guys are scrambling for contacts. You got 3 to 4 a day if you've got 100 people in your database. And let me tell you something. And I'll bet you $1,000, okay, that if you really have 100 people in your database, I'm talking for real, not just whoever's in your phone, or I'm talking about 100 people that know who you are and what you do, that you call 3 to 4 of them a day, which rotates every 6 weeks, with an update on what's happening in the real estate community, and you ask them, who do you know? Not, hey, do you know someone? What's that? That's a yes or no question. Who do you know? You can't say yes or no to that. Nan, who do you know that I could call to get my car fixed?
Yes.
Oh my God, where do you live?
In Buckhead. Who do you know?
There's John about a mile and a half from you. He's
Yeah.
a hometown boy.
See what I'm saying? Who do you know, guys? Who do you know that can fix my HVAC unit? Not, hey, do you know anybody? People ask me all the time, hey, Ben, do you know anybody that can come out here and fix my roof? I don't know, man. I'll think about it. No, yes, maybe. Ben, who do you know that can come out here and fix my roof? Now I'm put on the spot. When you ask somebody, who do you know, that puts pressure on them. When you ask people that, guys, it puts pressure on them. They're going to be scrambling to give you somebody in their mind, subconsciously. And they're going to sit there and they're going to go like this. Oh, man. Geez, who do I know? You know what, Ben? I don't know anybody right now. I'm really sorry. I mean, they're going to apologize that they don't know anybody if you ask them who they know. If you ask them, do they know versus who they know, the answer is going to be no. No, I don't know anybody right now. Oh, okay. I mean, what else can you say? You ask them a yes or no question, they say no, and you're done. So, guys, look. 100 people is 3 to 4 times a day. If you don't have your database put together on at least an Excel spreadsheet, whereas you can say, here's their number, here's their name, here's their number, okay? Now, contacts to XLS. It's an app. It's a phone app. You can take and download the app to your phone. You can hit the thing. It'll download every contact in your phone to an Excel spreadsheet.
You can do that from Google too if you have it.
What's that?
If you have Google, you can download too.
Perfect. You can do it with Google too. There's 1,000 things out there. Point is, guys, everybody's got 100 people on their phone. Now, I got a bunch of people on my phone. I go and clear my phone out every freaking year because I got people I don't know. Who the hell is Joan? No clue. That's why I try to take notes about things when I meet people. Guys, I had a contact yesterday. I was out walking my dogs. This lady stops and she goes, hey, is the belt line going to come through here? And I said, yeah, blah, 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 blah. She was like, well, you know, we'd love to buy a house in this neighborhood. I said, great, because I'm a real estate agent and I've got a couple listings. Can I show you some of my listings? And she said, sure. I said, great, give me your contact information. And she gave it to me. So I'm going to follow up with her today and show her some listings. Maybe I'll sell her something this weekend. Who knows, right? Point being, you always got to be on. I was in my t-shirt and shorts with my dogs. You know what I'm saying? But what am I going to do now? I'm going to add her to my database. I'm going to call her every 6 weeks. Even if I do or don't sell her anything, it doesn't matter, guys. I'm still going to call her every 6 weeks until she says, hey, Ben, look, I don't really know you. I don't really like you. I don't really like these calls. And I'm sorry, but could you please just take me out of your database? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Absolutely. I'll take you out. Do you mind if I send you emails? Just go away, Ben. Just get the hell out of my life, man. People aren't going to say that, guys. It's not going to happen. They're going to appreciate it because what? You're adding value. Why are you adding value? Because nobody else is doing it. You be the only one. You have an opportunity to be the only one in their life that's giving them real estate updates. I guarantee you that not one person in your database, I'd bet another $1,000, not one person in your database is getting calls every 6 weeks from a real estate professional giving them updates on the market. How many of you know someone in real estate? Everybody, right? Do they call you every 6 weeks?
Nope.
Do they give you market updates?
Nope.
Do they ask you, who do you know?
Nope.
Same for everybody, guys. Okay.
My real estate friends ask me.
Do they? Do they hit you up?
Yeah.
Well, they're go-getters. Okay, so we got 1 out of freaking 10. They call you every 6 weeks?
No.
Okay,
No.
there you go.
What if you get the sense, somebody's just being polite, but they're really
That's fine.
annoyed.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Go right by it. Just breeze through it, man.
And they're in a group of people.
I mean, I could, look, at the end of the day, it's every 6 weeks. It's not every day.
Yeah.
Right? So hopefully they're not too annoyed, right? And hopefully what you're going to do is be able to explain to them that, look, I know that, look, you sound a little frustrated. I'm not trying to frustrate you.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to give you an update on what's happening in the neighborhood. If you don't want me to call you every 6 weeks, I won't. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. The point is to stay top of mind. We're not trying to bother people here, guys. Every 6 weeks isn't going to bother somebody.
Right.
Typically, right? If it starts to genuinely, put them every 12 weeks. Back it up. If you're bothering somebody by way of your calls, you're already top of mind. So back it up. Put it every 12 weeks or something like that. But don't assume that you're bothering them until they tell you that you are, right? And also, you should be adding people to your database every day. These guys that you met last night, dude, they should go on your database, man. They should go right into your database, and they should go right onto your call cycle. Now, how do we do that? Who's got a calendar? Everybody does, right? 100 people, okay? Who knows what a repeat is, right? Custom repeat. Call Susie, Rebecca, John, and Eric. Every 6 weeks, repeat. Every 6 weeks, repeat. Guys, you're going to have to sit there and set 30. It's going to take you a couple hours. This is called building the foundation. Who's ever heard of a house built on, a crappy foundation, blah, 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 that you know what I'm saying? It's built on the sand that'll wash away when the tide comes in or whatever, right?
Sinkhole.
It's a sinkhole, right. There's all these things about building houses on the sand. Guys, this is building your foundation. Your foundation is nothing. If you're just calling expireds and withdrawals and for sale by owners and that's all you got, you're going to lose in this business, okay? You're going to lose. Withdrawals, for sale by owners, and expireds are absolutely necessary. You have to call them every day. You just do, okay? It's part of your job. But you're also, why are you doing that? Because you're trying to develop business and you're trying to add people to your database. Guys, if you can add 20% to your database every year, guess what happens? What else grows 20%?
Business.
Your income. If you grow your business 20% per year, it'll double every 7 years, guys. It'll double every 7 years. Okay? Your business will double. It might be every 5 years, actually. I think is what it is. It's every 5 years. Yeah, it's 5 years, isn't it?
Yeah, it used to be every 7,
Yeah.
but now
Your business will double every 5 years if you add 20. That's just 20 people, guys. 20 people divided by 12 months. It's less than 2 people a month. So you should have a goal to add at least 2 qualified people to your database every single month. You should also be out there trying to get 2 listings a month. You should also be out there trying to get 2 buyers a month. Guys, look, we got 30 days in a month. We got 24 hours in a day. A lot of the most successful people in the world sleep 4 hours a night. You can sit here and say, oh, well, the National Science Sleep Organization says we have to have 8. Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's not stopping Elon Musk from sleeping on the floor, which he still does, and he's a billionaire. Okay?
he's tired.
And he's tired all the time.
It's
And I'm not advocating that you get 4 hours of sleep a night, guys. I'm just saying open up your mind to expanding your limitations a little bit. We've been brought up in an average society by average people with average things to say, with an average mindset, and everything around us is average, and everything we do is average, and we're all average, guys, okay? To be extraordinary, you have to be extraordinary, right? Is being extraordinary sleeping 4 hours a night? Yes, that's extraordinary. Extraordinary. It's extraordinary, okay? You have to do something extraordinary. Without going too far down that path, okay? Does everybody kind of get what I'm talking about here with database? You got to do it, guys. I want everybody to focus on this. Look, if you don't have a list of 100 people, put it together. If it's 20 people, if it's 50 people, I don't care I don't care the number. Get your database together this weekend. Take 3 hours on Saturday and say, all right, I'm going to go eat lunch. And then from 1 to 3, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to put my headphones on. And I'm just going to listen to a podcast, or I'm going to listen to music, and nobody bother me. Everybody leave me alone. And I'm going to sit there and I'm going to put my database together. Whatever it is that works for you. For me, guys, I work typically until 1 or 2 in the morning because I have a son, because I'm here. First thing, I'm here, right? Then at noon, I'm back on my business, right? Then in the afternoon, I'm going on appointments, right? Then in the evening, I'm home with my family. Then after that, I go and work out. After I work out, I get back to work. Sometimes I go to bed at 10, sometimes I go to bed at 1, sometimes I go to bed at 2, but it doesn't stop me from getting here first thing in the morning because I wake up at 5, right? I'm not trying to brag to you guys. I'm just saying, like, you know, that's what it takes sometimes. If you got to sit up one night from 10 o'clock to midnight to do your database instead of going out with your friends and drinking beer, then that's what you got to do. And I'm not saying all your friends drink beer. I'm just saying instead of doing whatever it is that you typically do, that you sit and think to yourself, oh, I could do my database tomorrow. I really want to go hang out with, Bobby and Christy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You've got to freaking get committed. You guys have to get serious about this. None of this works if we can't make money, guys. None of this works if we can't make money. I'm trying to tell you how to make money here. This is how you make money. This is the reason you prospect. This is the reason you're here. Let's just go back for 1 second. I want to revisit on the fact that these people have an asset and it's the largest investment of their lives. It's your responsibility to be the steward of that asset. Does that make sense? It's your responsibility to be the steward of that asset and reporting to them what's going on in relation to that asset. That's your job. That's your responsibility. You have to take ownership of that. If you take ownership of it, if you believe that you are the steward of that for them, eventually they will believe it too, guys. Okay? Eventually they will be convinced of that as well. And guess what happens when people get great service?
They want to come back.
Tell their friends.
Correct. I mean, if you go to BMW or whatever kind of car you like, I like BMWs, okay? I just always have. Ever since I was a little kid, I wanted a BMW, right? If I go to BMW and I get a good deal on a car, okay, I'm going to be like, oh my God, I just got a great deal on a car. I'm going to be telling all my boys, yo, I got a new ride, dude. You got to come check this thing out. I got a great deal. You need to go talk to my boy over at BMW. He'll hook you up too, right? Same thing with clothes, sunglasses, whatever it is, guys. That's who you want to be. You want to be like the person where when somebody says, yeah, man, it's been 25 years, but me and the old lady, it's not going to work out. We're getting a divorce. Dang, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, we're going to have to sell the house and split it up and all this kind of stuff. I don't even know who we're going to use, man. I guess we're just going to use the girl that keeps sending us stuff in the mailbox. Guys, 70% of people only interview one realtor. 70% only interview one person. You want to be that one person. And we're gonna hire the girl in the mailbox. Hold on a second. You need to talk to my boy Roger. I'm telling you right now, this guy calls me every 6 weeks and gives me an update on the real estate market. And he sends me a CMA on my house every quarter. I'm just telling you, talk to the other girl, but call Roger. You think they're even going to talk to the other girl anymore? Nope. They're calling Roger. And guess what Roger's going to get? A big fat listing. Right? Because they don't want to interview other people, guys. They just want somebody that can handle the job. They just want somebody that can get it done. Mm-hmm. There is nothing better than a warm introduction, than a referral from someone who says, this is who you need to use because this is who I use, or this is who you need to use because that's who I would use. And the way that you do that is by communicating with these people. Now, Does everybody in your database have value? No. You don't like some of them. Some of them don't like you. Stop kidding yourself. Be honest about who you don't like and who doesn't like you. I'm not for everybody, guys. I know that. Okay? Honestly, when I was 20, I thought I was. I thought it was the greatest gift to freaking everybody, right? I figured it out. Okay? I figured it out over the last 18 years. I'm not. Okay? I'm not for everybody. A lot of people just don't like me. I'm too loud. I'm boisterous. I'm in your face. I'm freaking too intense or whatever it is that they don't like about me. I don't freaking know, right? But I'm okay with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's all good because some people love me.
Right.
You know? Some people love me. Some people hate me. Same with you guys, okay? Have the courage to go through your database and delete the people who you know you don't like too and who don't like you. I don't want to call that guy. He's a freaking, butthead. You guys, am I getting better with my cussing?
Who ratted you out?
Little bit. Nothing. I saw my first videos and I was dropping F-bombs. Dropping F-bombs. That is just that's not going to work. You know what I mean? It's just not going to work, guys. I'm doing my best. So, butthead, right?
What I just off myself? Because I know that I'm nice.
Yeah.
Now, I can drop people out. I cleaned up my phone database last night. It
Good.
was a great feeling.
Isn't that great? It's
It
like
is.
cleaning out your closet.
Yeah.
Bye, biatch.
Yeah. And it really was that. It was like,
Exactly.
what am I fooling? They don't care about me. I don't care about them.
Correct.
But here's the thing. I know that I'm so nice.
Yeah,
And the cost is I'm not being straight.
correct.
Yeah.
And
Which
then
is
somebody
nice.
else gets the client.
Yeah, you don't want to
Absolutely.
step on toes, and so therefore you miss
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
just
right,
really,
man.
it's
You're-
so clear. Like, even
Right.
in my neighborhood, I do all these great things.
Yes.
And another agent comes in. It's like,
Wait a minute. What the heck happened?
I've been here 25
It's
years.
like a slap in the face, isn't it?
It is.
Well, and look, you have to understand that other people are trying to
Which
get.
is known.
We all have the same leads, guys.
Good.
We all have the same leads. You have to understand that. We all have the same freaking leads. I call expireds today, I'm calling the same ones you're calling. I call FISBOs today, I'm calling the same ones you're calling. We all have the same leads. With regard to our database, that's your little gold mine. That's your own personal little gold mine. Nobody has your exact fingerprint of a database, okay? Just like your fingerprint, your database is your gold mine. You have to be on board with me here, guys. We can drill this until noon if you want to. If I get nothing else across to you this entire time, let that be it. Let the fact that your database is your gold mine be it, and the fact that you have to work your database. Guys, I messed up my first 4 years in business. I didn't give a damn. I was like, dude, I'm a hot shot killer. I don't need a database. I'm going to go out there and get 10 listings a month. One year I listed 120 houses. 120 off cold calling. I was a maniac. 40. What's that tell you? I was overpricing stuff. I was taking listings I had no business taking. I was under promising and trying to over deliver, but I was overpricing things, right? I was doing things just to get a listing because I thought that by getting a listing, that meant that I was going to succeed. Now, I did make about $300 or $400 grand that year, which was awesome. Okay. But guess what I couldn't do? I couldn't duplicate it the next year unless I was willing to go out and take another 120 listings. Now, I told you guys it takes me about $1,000 to take a listing. So if I took 120 and I sold 40, that means I lost 80 G's taking listings. Okay? I don't want to lose 80 G's taking listings, guys. I told you. I mean, look, I'm getting ready to put another 2 listings on the market. I'll probably have 6 listings by the end of next week, but guess what? They're going to amount to $10 million in business, and they're all sellable listings, and they're properly priced. And I also turned down 3 listings this week. Okay? Guys, I could carry 40 listings, right? So can you. But what I'm trying to tell you is that's not where the money's at. Okay, the money is at relationships. The money is in properly pricing homes. The money is in finding someone who sees the value that you're putting out there. Why am I asking you guys to run CMAs for the FSBOs? Because nobody else is doing it. You don't even have to tell them your opinion. Just ask them if they're aware. Are you aware that you're properly priced? Congratulations. The one Aisha sent me. They're properly priced. Congratulate them on it. Great job pricing your property. I wouldn't price it $1 more or less. You did a great job. I'm going to send you over to the CMA. Would you like to see it? Yeah? Great. Awesome. How's the activity? How many showings are you getting? How many offers have you gotten? Oh, geez, that's crazy. With a properly priced listing, we're looking to get at least 2 offers in the first 2 weeks. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. See what I'm saying? This is what it's all about, guys. It's all about adding those people to your database. You might burn through, what are we running, 10 contacts a day right now? I think it's going to take you guys 250 contacts to get a listing. To sell a listing, rather. To get a listing, the number is going to be lower. But we're measuring it, we're checking, we're seeing. And what I'm really measuring it against is just the amount of days that I'm here. I've been here 10 days, so I'm assuming everybody's made 100 contacts, okay? Within the next 15 days, I'm expecting some listings to come down the pipeline, to be completely honest with you. And I think that's going to happen because from what I can tell, you guys are working hard, right? I don't know if you're hitting the numbers. I don't know exactly what you're doing. And honestly, I can't control what you do. But I'm pretty sure that when we start hitting this number, guys, you guys are going to start getting business. If you're doing what I'm saying, you are going to start getting business. But this database thing is the biggest part. All right, I'll shut up on the database. Everybody got it?
Yes.
All right, let's talk about handling objections.
Alrighty. I said all right.
Oh, cool. Let's talk about handling objections, guys. Look, I told you guys I'm Mike Ferry Coach. I've been Mike Ferry Premier Coaching for the last 8 years. These are 40 real estate objections handled. This is put out by the Mike Ferry organization. It's free, the free downloads. You can download all the Mike Ferry scripts if you want to. We have KW scripts. We can use those. We can use Mike Ferry. We can use whatever. It doesn't matter. You guys can get this, download it, print it, whatever. Point is, when I first got into business, guys, these 40 objections, I memorized every single one of them. Now, do I say it exactly like it's written? No. But they're in my head. I know the structure of how to handle the objection because I memorized the objection itself. Somebody give me an objection.
I have a friend that's already in real estate.
I have a friend. Shit, I spelled that wrong. Shoot. I have a friend. Somebody give me another one.
We're gonna relist with the same agent.
Relist. Same agent. Somebody give me another one.
We'll sell it ourselves, save money.
Sell ourselves. Somebody give me another one.
We're interviewing 3 other agents.
Interviewing agents. Are these all real objections?
Yeah.
Are y'all getting these?
Yeah. Send me your information.
Send me something.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
If you don't have a buyer, don't call me.
Bring me a buyer.
And why didn't you bring me a buyer already, Clunk?
Or did you show? Were you there when I showed my house? Did you show my house?
Did you show my house?
No, but I wish I did.
Well, look, why does that matter? Everybody that showed your house didn't. Obviously, I would say, how many showings did you have? I didn't show it, but how many showings did you have? We had 30 to 40 showings. Did you have any offers? No. Well, what does that tell you?
Something's not right.
I tried to come back, but by the time I got that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's fine. Look, it may be, but think about what they're saying, guys. Mm-hmm. Did you show my house? If I did, that would mean I failed. Everybody else that showed your house didn't get it sold. Why is that even important? It doesn't make sense, guys. Did you show my house? Everybody that showed your house didn't do a damn thing. How many showings did you have? You had 40 showings and you got not one offer. What does that tell you, Mr. Seller? Would you like to know what it tells me?
Either overpriced or not.
Yeah, you're probably overpriced.
Not presenting well.
Are you open to adjusting your price down in the event that I can prove to you that market value is 10% lower? No. Okay, bye. You know, guys, we're not trying to twist people's arm here, okay? It's not about a magic bullet. It's not about a magic line. It's not about magic words. It's about having a conversation. Why are we so afraid of people we don't know, guys?
Afraid of anybody.
Yeah, or why? But why? Dude, let me tell you something. If your best friend called you and said, Roger, damn it, I'm so frustrated. I've had 40 showings and not one person has made me an offer. What would you say? You'd say, dude, you're overpriced.
I told you to list with me.
Yeah. Dude, you're freaking overpriced, man. What's it going to take? I mean, think about how honest you are with your friends and family versus you think that now you're going to be able to BS a stranger when you want to be brutally honest with the people who you love and that love you. You're all in for giving them advice or giving them the hard language, tough love, right? But when it comes to talking to somebody you don't know, you turn into, you know, a little, oh God, oh.
I know that hang-up's coming soon.
Yeah, oh God, please be nice to them. They don't freaking know you, guys. They don't know you. Sometimes, in order to break through, you're going to have to, and look, I'm a driver. This kind of thing is easy for me, okay? For a lot of you guys, it's not easy to come out like that, okay? And honestly, it can be more effective to do that when you're not a driver, because when you are a driver and it comes so naturally, people just think you're being an ass, right? So I got to tone myself. I got to try to act a little bit more reserved when I say it. Or else they're just like, dude, this guy is freaking crazy. Yeah, he's a bull. He's just trying to freaking take advantage of us or something. Well, I'm not. I'm just trying to tell you the truth, but you don't want to hear the truth. You want, you want the truth to be what you think. Guys, we call it the difference between reality and fantasy land. Okay? We choose to live in reality. You have been living in fantasy land. When are you going to decide to start living in reality, ma'am? What are you talking about? What I'm talking about is that your home is 10% overpriced. And I'm sorry to be the one to deliver that news to you, but it's a fact. Why are you selling this home in the first place? Why? Oh, I'm getting a divorce. So do you have to sell? Yes, we have to sell. What if I told you that in order to sell, you're going to have to lower your price 10%? Would you still be interested in selling? We have to sell, but we don't want to lower our price 10%. I understand that. I get it. Okay? I understand. I don't want you to lower your price 10% either. But the truth is, if you have to sell, that's what you're going to have to do. Can I come over and explain to you why? Maybe yes, maybe no. Guys, some people you're just not going to be able